Me, greater than 26 years old, working as a developer at small tech company in Chicago. Life, basically wake up, write code, drink coffee, crash into bed, repeat again. Coworkers call me quiet. I joke it's my stealth mode ability unlocked since birth. Monday morning HR says new teammate joining our group. I barely even care honestly. Spinning in my chair out of boredom until I see the door slowly open. And holy shit, it's Jenny, the girl who tormented me in middle school. She hid my notebooks, gave me a nickname that haunted me for 3 miserable years. Now she walks in confident and smiling, like none of that ever happened. She sits a few desks away. I stare at my screen like escape portal. My heart pounds like its final boss fight, my hands shaking on the keyboard. During lunch she approaches, starts small talk. No teasing, just normal conversation, confusing as hell. That night I get home. My cat looks at me like I saw a ghost. A whole week passes, waiting for the trap to spring, but nothing ever happens. Instead, she brings me coffee, laughs at my boring jokes, leaves emojis in comments. I keep thinking this is long con setup, waiting for humiliation to drop suddenly. But honestly, it feels weirdly genuine, like she's actually trying to be cool now. Friday happy hour, she suddenly mentions school, pauses, face gets serious for first time. I was awful back then, wasn't I? She asks softly, eyes shifting slightly. I half joke back. You kinda ruined my life honestly, trying to laugh. Her face changes completely. She apologizes, says she owes me, promises to make it up. Next morning, I find Doritos bag on my desk with sticky note apology. I don't know whether to laugh or panic, but somehow it feels less heavy. Like tiny crack in old wall of resentment just opened, confusing yet relieving simultaneously. We start talking more often, sometimes about code, sometimes about random dumb stuff. One day, she admits quietly, I bullied you because I was scared of disappearing. We're standing in the office kitchen, fridge humming. Moment feels strangely fragile and honest. Never thought I'd hear that confession. It hits different than I expected, honestly. Instead of anger, I feel this weird sympathy, like she was broken too. A few weeks later, we're paired for company hackathon, forced teamwork I didn't want. But somehow we click, coding late night, trading jokes. She brings snacks and soda. We actually win second place. She laughs so hard cola shoots through her nose. I catch myself staring, realizing she's not the villain I carried in my memory. Walking home afterward, I think, damn, she feels like totally different person now. Like the boss battle I dreaded respawned, but as an ally, not an enemy. Still my brain warns, careful bro, hearts can glitch harder than any broken program. One evening we're leaving office together, city glowing with wet Chicago night lights. Neon reflections in puddles, traffic hum filling air, her steps close beside mine. She says quietly, I don't know how to fix things, but I'll try. I reply half joking. Chips were a solid start. She laughs genuinely with me. After that we start hanging out outside work. Dinners, movies, endless Mario Kart battles. She steals my hoodie, sits close enough my cheeks burn, smirks knowingly at reaction. Late one night we're making pancakes at her place. I just blurted out, I think I love you. Words drop heavy. My chest feels like exploding. She pauses, then smiles wide. Finally, nerd. Like she's been waiting whole time. We start dating officially, and somehow it feels natural, like overdue correction patch. Months later we move into tiny Lincoln Park apartment filled with plants and chaos. Life suddenly feels less like stealth mode, more like actual co-op campaign worth playing. Her mom invites me to family dinner, nerves hitting harder than any code review. Table filled with casseroles and laughter. Then her mom casually drops childhood memory bomb. Remember when Jenny chased you across schoolyard? She says, everyone laughs like it's adorable. My face burns red, embarrassment flooding back, but Jenny just squeezes my hand tightly. In that moment, I realize she's not letting me drown alone this time. Later, she whispers, you're safe now. And somehow those words feel like heavy armor. Life becomes shared groceries, late-night coding side projects, and silly Netflix marathons together. We argue over thermostat settings, overtake each other in Mario Kart, still kiss after. Strange how the girl who once broke me now repairs cracks nobody else noticed. Every day feels like rewiring my past, turning static pain into working connection again. For first time in years, future doesn't scare me. It feels strangely possible actually. And I think maybe forgiveness isn't weakness, maybe it's new kind of strength inside. I plan proposal in the nerdiest way possible, because of course I would. I hide a ring inside Pringles can, leave sticky note with cheesy promise. I'll never steal your snacks again if you just say yes. She opens it, bursts out laughing, blurts, yes, before I finish nervous sentence. Wedding is small but warm, fairy lights strung around hall, friends cheering loudly. During vows she leans close, whispers, sorry about those broken pencils, and I freeze. Everyone claps as we kiss, but in my head I'm still that kid. Except now the bully is my partner, and somehow it feels exactly right. After honeymoon chaos, we settle back into apartment life with morning coffee routines. Our shelves fill with mismatched mugs, her plants invade my desk, I secretly don't mind. Sometimes I wake at night, watch her breathing, wonder how fate flipped the script. It's crazy, but my worst nightmare literally turned into my best damn story. Time moves fast. Suddenly we're not just couple, we're building family together. First kid arrives screaming at 3 a.m., hospital lights buzzing like endless server room. I hold her tiny hand, terrified, amazed, can't believe this is my actual life. Jenny laughs through exhaustion, says, see, now you can't call me bully anymore. Years later, second kid joins the party. Our apartment feels too damn small. We upgrade to slightly bigger place, but still cluttered with toys, snacks, and laptops. Nights are chaos, mornings louder, but there's strange peace hidden in the madness. I tuck kids into bed. Jenny tells them bedtime story about schoolyard bullying. Mom used to be kinda mean to Dad, she says, smiling cheekily. They giggle, ask if it's true. I roll my eyes. Jenny winks. Strange thing is, those scars became family folklore, laughter woven through painful memory. And I think maybe that's healing, turning wounds into jokes shared around dinner table. Sometimes when I walk home from work, Chicago skyline glowing, I just stop. Remember lonely nights coding in silence, replaying humiliation loops like endless background processes. Now instead, my phone buzzes with texts like, pick up milk please. Mundane stuff, but it means everything. Proof I'm not invisible character anymore. Jenny catches me zoning out sometimes, asks if I'm okay. I just nod. Hard to explain that every smile from her feels like rewrite of my childhood. We still fight over dumb shit, like leaving dishes overnight or Netflix password drama. But somehow those arguments feel safe, like storm passing quickly, not destructive hurricane. One anniversary, she surprises me with Doritos cake, decorated with inside jokes only we get. I laugh so hard kids wake up. Jenny looks smug about pulling it off. Life is messy, loud, imperfect, but damn it feels alive, not background noise. And deep down I know my final boss became my greatest teammate forever. One Saturday morning we're cleaning, kids running around, chaos everywhere like usual. I find old yearbooks stuffed in closet, dust coating edges like forgotten memory file. Jenny grabs it first, flips pages fast, suddenly stops on picture of me. Awkward glasses, slouched shoulders. Caption underneath still has that cursed nickname printed bold. I cringe instantly, stomach tightens, ready to close book, bury it forever again. But Jenny just kisses my cheek, says softly, look how far you came. Kids peek over shoulder, start laughing. Dad, you look so goofy here. I brace for sting, but instead laughter feels warm, almost like cleansing old wound. Jenny squeezes my hand, whispering, not your scar anymore, just our funny story. That night, I realize she's rewriting my past piece by piece with love. Painful lines of code replaced with patches, bugs fixed, errors turning into working program. Never thought healing could look like pizza night with family and dumb yearbook jokes. Holidays hit different now, not lonely silence, but noisy kitchen packed with relatives and food. Jenny's mom tells embarrassing stories. My parents bring casseroles, kids spill juice everywhere. I stand there overwhelmed, remembering when my apartment felt like cold server room. Now it's full of voices, smells, laughter, like patch update I never expected. After dinner, Jenny drags me outside, snow falling quietly over Lincoln Park streets. She kisses me, whispers, this is better than any hackathon win, right? I laugh, nod, pull her closer, thinking she has no idea how right. Every tradition we build feels like rewriting narrative, layering joy over corrupted files. I tuck kids in later. They ask for story about school bully turned mom. I tell them short version, making Jenny roll eyes, but she's secretly smiling. Lying in bed afterward, I think back to that first office day. Crazy how walking through one door changed every damn level of my game. Work promotions come and go, deadlines pile up, but home feels like reset button. Whenever stress eats me alive, Jenny cracks stupid joke, and everything feels lighter instantly. Sometimes I wonder if she remembers details of pain she caused back then. I never asked directly, but her small gestures tell me she absolutely does. Like leaving notes in my lunch bag. Don't forget, you matter today. Or showing up with coffee on days I'm buried under endless bug reports. I realize healing isn't single moment. It's thousands of little check-ins stacked together. Love sneaks up quietly, hidden in sticky notes, snack runs, dumb text messages. We don't erase the past, we just overlay it with better layers. And when I watch her play with our kids, I know story flipped completely. The villain became the hero, the boss became the healer, narrative shifted forever. I'm grateful, even for the scars, because without them none of this exists. One night after kids asleep, Jenny and I sit on balcony drinking beers. City hums below, lights flicker, air smells like summer and distant grilled food. She asks suddenly, "Do you ever still hate me for back then?" I take a long sip, think about lonely lunches and cruel laughter echoes. Then I shake my head, tell her, "No, because it led us here." She leans against me, quiet for a while, then whispers, "Thank you." For first time I see tears in her eyes, soft, unguarded, human. I hug her tight, heart pounding, realizing we finally closed that old chapter forever. In background kids snore, apartment creaks, world feels steady for once in my life. I kiss her forehead, promise silently I'll never let history define us again. Love isn't perfect code, it's messy spaghetti logic, but somehow it runs smoothly anyway. And honestly, that's enough, more than enough, better than any script I could write. Years roll by faster than I expect, kids growing, careers shifting, life speeding. Sometimes I catch Jenny watching me, same mischievous smile, but softer around edges. We've been through sleepless nights, fights, laughter, promotions, setbacks, but still walking together. One afternoon our daughter asks, "Mom, why were you mean to Dad before?" I freeze, waiting for sting, but Jenny kneels, explains gently without hiding her guilt. I was insecure. I thought hurting others made me strong, but I was wrong. Our daughter nods, hugs her, then hugs me too, like sealing invisible wound. I stand there stunned, realizing honesty passed down means cycle truly ends with us. Pain didn't disappear, but it transformed into lesson, into guide for their future. Jenny squeezes my hand later, whispers, "We did okay, right?" Eyes shining hopeful. I laugh, say, "Yeah, we patched the bug," and she smacks my arm. Humor covers the heaviness, but deep down I know it's completely true. Sometimes I revisit old code projects, see comments Jenny left years back with emojis. Those little notes became fossilized proof of when our story shifted direction completely. Funny how life leaves breadcrumbs, like Doritos bag or hoodie still in closet. Our son finds it one day, wears it proudly, says it smells like mom. I laugh, remembering nights she stole it just to tease me endlessly. Family photos cover walls now. None of them show shadows from old pain. Instead, they capture chaos, birthdays, beach trips, pancake disasters, inside jokes immortalized forever. Jenny sometimes says, "I'm glad you didn't give up on me quietly." I tell her, "I almost did, but you changed the ending honestly." Love isn't about perfect timing. It's about choosing again and again every day. Looking back, I don't see victim or villain, just two kids trying to grow. And somehow we grew into each other, roots tangled, impossible to pull apart now. We celebrate 10-year anniversary with backyard party, fairy lights strung across wooden fence. Friends from work show up. Some remember our awkward first months as co-workers nervously. They tease us, who knew office enemies would end up married with kids. Jenny just smirks, clinks her glass, says, "I always play long game, obviously." Laughter roars through crowd. Kids chase each other with sparklers, night air buzzing alive. I look around, realizing every twist of past somehow led directly to this moment. Pain, humiliation, confusion, forgiveness, all stacked together building this weirdly beautiful, messy life. Later that night, after everyone leaves, Jenny and I sit in silence. She leans against me, whispers, "Still think I ruined your life back then?" I shake my head, kiss her hair, say, "Nah, you saved it." She smiles, that same smile from years ago, but warmer, gentler, completely transformed. And in my chest, final boss music fades, replaced by calm, steady background theme. Nowadays, when people ask how we met, we joke, "Oh, she bullied me." Strangers laugh, think it's exaggeration, but we know it's raw, unfiltered truth. Our kids roll eyes, "Ugh, not this story again." But secretly they love it. Because it's proof broken things can be rebuilt, even stronger than before sometimes. When I tuck them in, I tell them, kindness is the real cheat code. Jenny listens at door, smiles, probably remembering when she learned that lesson herself. I'm grateful every day that I didn't stay bitter, didn't stay in stealth. Life isn't about avoiding pain. It's about facing it, rewriting it with love. And somehow Chicago's streets, once haunted, now feel like home, alive with laughter echoes. My worst enemy became my closest ally. My nightmare turned into my dream. The game isn't solo anymore. It's co-op forever, messy but worth every glitch. What about you guys? Ever had enemy turn into partner in your life?